Probably the most important part of chemistry is to know the element symbols and the element names. By the time you're in 10th grade, you should know the element name and the element symbol for the first 20 elements of the periodic table. They're highlighted in blue above here. We'll go over them in class, but these elements are the most common elements people know by heart. Hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen are just a few of them. What I want you to do is to name the element and its element symbol. That's the 1 or 2 lettered symbol in each square of the periodic table. You don't have to memorize the numbers on the top or on the bottom because they will always be given to you on a periodic table for your tests. However, memorizing the names and the symbols of elements is essential for passing this course. You should know the first 20 elements pretty easy, but in this course you're expected to know a few more. In fact, these 44 extra here in green. So what I would like you to do is to color in the 64 total elements that you need to memorize. Use a map pencil, a highlighter, or something you can see the name through the color. So pause the video now and color in your chart. We will spend days in class working on this to make sure you have a good comprehension of the names and the symbols. We'll wind it up with a quiz so I can check how well you know the element symbols and names. So, how do you practice them on your own? Well, you can make flashcards like these above. You can have someone drill you like mom, dad, your siblings, or even a classmate. But if you're tech savvy, you can even use your phone or a tablet and use a flashcard app. If you have an Apple product, you can use one of the apps above here. If you have an Android, you can use these apps over here. However, I would recommend the Quizlet app for both of them. You can find a pre-made set of element flashcards on the Quizlet site with just the following address above, and just put this search part in the search bar. And it's also printed in your notes just in case you don't remember this.
Once you download the Quizlet software, you need to sign in. I would suggest you use a Google sign-in and go ahead and log that in. But I have another account, so I'm going to go ahead and log in on my account. Alright, so once you're into your account, go to the search Quizlet here and type in just Montalvo Chemistry. Once you do that, you can find the element flashcard set that we're talking about. So click on the element flashcards and you can see you have all these lists here. You can study by using the flashcards here in the upper left. And all you have to do is you'll get this in order if you want, and you just click to flip it and it'll give you the name, or you can use the shuffle bar down here and mix them up a little bit. And so you can use this bottom right arrow here to go ahead and go to the next card. Al is, and you click it, is aluminum, and you go to the next one, and Ra is radium, and click it. So that's one of the things you can do. You can also learn a different way, where you can actually learn how to spell them properly, which you will be responsible for spelling them properly. So Sr is strontium. And you click answer, and you're correct. If we try one, and let's say we start to spell it wrong, or even do the wrong element, it tells you incorrect. You said iron, the correct is fluorine. If you start to spell one wrong and answer it this way, it shows you where you spelled it wrong on this. So that's another way you can learn these.
Sodium.
You have another way where you can actually play the audio for this, and you will be able to hear them say that, and then you type in what they said. So they'd said sodium. So you just have sodium.
Scandium.
Another way is to use the test mode. And they put a mini test up here for you. You have written questions where you have to name what N is, which is nitrogen. You can do matching ones. Krypton would be A. And you can do multiple choice. Another way to test yourself is the scatter one, where you find the symbol and the corresponding name. So here's SC, which is scandium. You match it with scandium and it disappears. The idea is to clear off the screen in a certain amount of time. So copper with copper, bismuth, aluminum, mercury, francium, selenium, and silicon. And you're done, and it tells you how fast you could go. Another way is to play the gravity game, in which you protect the planet from incoming asteroids. Let's do the easy one right now. So if you miss a term twice, it'll destroy your planet. So you see the name sodium, you're supposed to type in what the symbol is. So it's Na, and the asteroid goes away. And then you do the next one, which is going to be tin, and it goes away. Now there is an older version of this like this. You can, down here in the lower left, you can hit play space race, the old space race, in which it goes across and you have to type it in before it goes off the screen and hit enter. So these are some of the ways you can actually learn how to memorize the element symbols and their names. So Quizlet is a wonderful tool for you to practice at home. You can practice in class sometimes. We may have competitions in class, but I would say practice this at home. Have your family help you. All right, so let's go back to the classroom.
So your assignment is to color the periodic table, learn those elements, and we'll do things in class like play bingo or have other games to help you learn them. So study your chart, and we'll see you in class.